I'm so glad that you are here with me, and I hope to help to bring some extra vital energy into your bodies this evening through some deep breathing and some lovely movement. I trust that you will all keep yourself safe. So try to move with me, and aren't if you're not wanting to go as quickly, don't go as quickly. Slow down whenever you need to, rest whenever you need to. We're not in a yoga studio, so there's no pressure. And there's never any pressure in the yoga studio, but somehow we feel that way. So I just trust that you will keep yourself safe, move and breathe, keep breathing, never stop breathing. Even as we focus, we tend to hold our breath. So just notice, no judgment on yourselves. And let's start in a comfortable seated position. So I'm gonna sit onto this bolster right here. And I recommend sitting up onto something so that you can lift your hips up a little bit higher than your knees or level with your knees. So this yoga bolster can be a couple pillows from your couch, a couple pillows from the bed. Just cross your ankles, find a nice supported seat, right? So the glutes feel supported, the spine feels nice and tall. Roll the shoulders up and back a few times. Maybe close your eyes and maybe roll the eyelids underneath the eyeballs. Right? Lift your eyelids or lift your eyebrows, I should say. Open your mouth. Just do some nice movements, stretching the face, stretching around your shoulders, and then we'll settle in. So let your shoulders relax, heavy. Relax through your arms and your hands. Maybe your palms are landing down, or maybe your palms are up here. And then allow your eyes to close if they're not already. And if it feels better to keep your eyes open and stare at something out in front of you, do that. And then we'll just start to focus on our breath. So maybe just take a couple deep breaths. Don't worry about where the breath is reaching inside the body or how long the breath is. Just fill up as much as you can. And then maybe even a sigh, right? An audible sound. Just letting your day go, letting the week go. Don't hesitate to make noise here. It's really replenishing and nourishing for us to make noise. Okay, a couple more like that, and just start to relax through your facial muscles. Feel your neck muscles, your shoulders get a little heavier, more relaxed, heavier through your seat. And don't worry if the spine is starting to round a little bit, because now, wherever you are in your breath cycle, exhale every bit of air out of your body as much as you possibly can. Get empty, maybe an open mouth, and then seal your lips and take the deepest breath in. And as you do that, feel and lengthen your spine really, really tall. Keep the length in your spine, hold the breath. With an open mouth, exhale it out. Squeeze into your belly, get all of that stale air out of your body. Once you're empty, seal your lips, breathe in through your nose. Filling your lungs, filling and lengthening your spine, right? So filling breath between every vertebrae. Hold it here. Relax your shoulders, sip up a little more. And then an open mouth exhale. Enjoy it and work then to get that stale air out of your body as much as you possibly can. And then last full breath in. Filling the belly, feel the breath rising into your chest, relax the shoulders, sip up a little more, hold the breath, and then open mouth exhale, enjoy it, and then work, get a little bit more air out of the body, and then seal your lips, let breath come in naturally, and then empty you out naturally. Relax again through your shoulders and your arms. Let breath just start to be really passive, just letting it happen. And start to bring your awareness to the space between your eyebrows, diving inside of your internal landscape of your body, and just noticing how you are feeling right now. After 3 really intentional, deep, nourishing breaths, and you feel this opportunity to find ease through the base of your hips a little bit more easily. Relax down through your fingers and palms, feeling your eyelids soften. And start to become aware of the connection of your feet on the mat. Notice the parts of your feet that meet the floor beneath you and the parts that don't quite meet the floor. Notice the parts that meet your body. And then notice the base of your hips resting against your support. And then with an intentional breath in, feel your spine grow taller behind you. Now keep the height of your spine and exhale gently, feel the shoulders relaxing. Again, breathe from the base of your spine all the way up the back body into the tip of the head. Keep that height and exhale. Just find extra release around the frame of this long spine. One more deep breath from the tailbone. Like breath is fitting between every bone of the spine, nice and tall, and then relax around the frame of the spine. Let's bring our palms together in front of our heart and drop your gaze down towards your fingertips. Take a moment to set an intention for yourself. So this can just be a word, it can be a phrase like an I am affirmation. Something to guide you through your practice. Right? Together in the next 55 minutes on your mat, or maybe it's something to guide you outside, off of your mat, outside of your practice, on your yoga mat. Something supportive, something present tense, as if it's already happened even. And start to repeat this intention in your mind a few times, whatever your deepest heart's desire is, whatever you need most right now. And then start to take a nice deep breath, bringing that breath and that intention inside. Feeling the shoulders and any extra tension and resistance to that intention release out of the body. And then we can release our hands down, lift your chin, and then start to flutter the eyes open, letting light back inside. I'll remind you of that intention throughout our practice today. Let's go ahead and release our hands down next to your side. Flip your palms away from your body, and then inhale, reach your arms all the way up nice and tall. And as you exhale, release your right hand down, slowly walk those fingers out and lean over towards the right side. Now you can let your right elbow bend here in towards your body. Start to spread your right fingers really wide on the floor and push into that hand to keep your left hip rooted down. And then breathe from the rooted left hip up that whole left side and reach a little bit more as you exhale. And now as you inhale, lift up both arms up. As you exhale, release your left hand down, walk those fingers out, lean over to the left. So the left elbow bends and you're pushing into that left hand to keep the right hip rooted down into the floor. So the weight between both hips is nice and even. And then you're reaching as you exhale, simultaneously reaching and rooting out of this left hand. Keep your tummy tight and then inhale both arms all the way up. Exhale, release your right hand down, and we're going to start moving with breath. Inhale, both arms all the way up. Exhale, right hand down, left hand down, reach over to the left. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, right hand, and reach. Inhale, exhale, left hand, reach. Good, and then inhale all the way up here. As you exhale, twist over to your right. Drop your arms down. So now your left hand's on your right knee. Right hand is behind your low back. Right behind your low back. So if you're on that pillow and you're leaning back to land your hand down, rather try to find your shoulders over your hips. And so maybe you're just hovering that back hand. As you inhale, really fill into your lungs here, into your rib cage, expanding there. And as you exhale, engage the belly and start to twist, gazing back here. Try to neutralize the weight on both hips, so root down through the left hip. Breathe from your tailbone all the way up the back spine. And then exhale, twist a little bit more. Do 2 more of the deepest breaths in and out that you can take here. And try to elongate that exhale, engaging your belly. Last one. Soften the face and your jaw. Find ease among your effort here. And then inhale both arms all the way up. Now as you exhale, twist over to your left. Drop your arms down. Left hand's behind your low back, right hand's on the knee. Neutralize the weight on your hips and breathe from your tailbone all the way up the spine, lifting your heart. Exhale and gently start to twist. Shoulders are nice and relaxed. Your elbows can bend away from your body here to open up around your upper back, your thoracic spine. And then keep elongating your breath, right? It's hard to breathe in twists. So see how deep of an inhale you can take in and how empty you can get without forcing yourself into the twist. It's really easy to really jar yourself and push yourself there, to rather utilize your core strength around the spine to help get you to rotate. And then inhale both arms all the way up. Fold forward with your exhale, letting your hands land on the floor out in front of you. Good, and then start to push into your hands, so push your hips down behind you. Now if you're on your pillow and it feels like you want to come off, then come off. Just scoot it out to the side, bring your hips on towards the floor. Take a nice deep breath and pull your heart forward towards the horizon. As you exhale, fold and reach just a little bit further through your hands, letting your head start to be heavy here. Let your head hang really heavy and just listen to my words. Kind of rock a little side to side. Feel your head drop a little side to side, so you feel very gentle stretch through the neck. Good, and then take a deep breath, lift your heart forward to the horizon. Exhale, squeeze your navel in towards your lower back and reach a little bit further. Take one more breath. Now come up a little bit, stepping your hands towards your body, and then walk your hands over your right knee. Good, and then from here, try to neutralize the weight on your hands. Take a deep breath, try to lengthen your spine, pulling your upper back out of your hips, and then walk your heart forward over that right knee, walking your hands forward, head heavy. Deep breath, push out of that left hand. So press your left fingers, tips, your left palm into the floor to feel your left hip press down. Take a deep breath in, and then squeeze your belly in again as you exhale. So you're trying to get the belly out of the way. And then one more final breath into that whole right side. Good, and then slowly walk back to center. And by right, I meant left. And then slowly walk over to your left side. Take a full breath in. Exhale, release your head heavier here, right? So every inhale, think length, right? You can pull your heart forward, so you're actually flattening in the upper spine. And then exhale, you're folding a little bit deeper, heavier head. Starting to feel that right hand push into the floor to feel the right hip press down. And then you're breathing into the whole right rib cage, letting it flare and float in your body. And then walk your hands back towards the center. Take one final deep breath, lifting your heart to the horizon, squeezing your belly in as you exhale, mounting. And then step your hands back towards your body, stacking your spine behind you. Roll the shoulders all the way up the back. And then reverse that rotation with your shoulders forward and down. Good. Go forward, up and back. And then the opposite way. Just loosening there. One more time. Forward, up and back. And then back, up and forward. Good. Inhale, both arms all the way up. Interlace your fingers, lift your palms up. Exhale, round your spine, tucking your tailbone chin to your chest. Good. And then inhale, exhale, release your hands. Interlace them behind your back. So this is where the strap or scarf or belt comes in handy. Just grab that scarf or belt, whatever, behind you. Separate your hands a little bit, maybe a fist or two's distance. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Lift your hands within. Inhale, open up across your chest. And then feel your hands pull back and down just a little bit. Take another full breath across the heart. And then release your hands all the way. Shake out the arms. Good. All right, let's come to a tabletop position. So on your hands and knees. You can bring your 2 blocks, your can of beans, soup, whatever you have, towards the front of your mat. You may want to use them later. All right, and then our fingers are landing nice and wide, knees under the hips, tops of the feet on the floor. Right, so you're pressing to the tops of your feet so much your knees could lift, and even try that a couple times. Notice how the core really needs to tighten here to create that movement of lifting your knees off of the floor. It's a big stretch through the tops of your feet and your ankles as well. Do one more if you want to. It actually builds a little bit of heat. Good. And then pause on your tabletop. Now start moving your hips back towards your heels and then cruise your body weight over to the right and then come forward. Shoulders moving past your wrists, now over to the left. And then hips back towards your heels. And then forward, left, back, to the right, forward. Good. And now reverse your rotation. Cruise over to the left, come forward, over to the right, back, left, forward, right, back. One more. Hug your belly in, squeeze all the stale air out of the body. Good, and then tabletop position. Pause here, take a breath. As you exhale, round your spine, cat pose. As you inhale, drop the belly, look all the way up, cow pose. And then keep going. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale. When you round your back, push everything into the floor to create more of a rounded spine. And then drop the belly. Roll your shoulders back so you create space across your collarbones. Exhale, reverse it. Chin to your chest. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Feel your hands pull to the back of the mat. Exhale, last one. Last inhale. And then a tabletop position. Curl your toes, push your hips to your heels so you get a little body weight on your feet. Move your body weight left to right, left to right. Okay, now we're gonna come up just a little bit and then rotate your right hand so your fingers are rotating to the outer edge of your mat and then all the way towards your knees. And then do the same thing with that left hand. So in reality, your hands are rotating to the outer edges of the mat, fingers to your knees, okay? And then roll the shoulders back, hug your navel into the low back. Feel your elbows bend a little bit and then bring a little body weight a little forward and back. Just enough to feel a deep stretch through your forearms, right? So listen to your body, right? Things are gonna feel different in my body. I'm gonna cue a certain way, but again, I trust that you're keeping yourself safe and that you're continuously breathing. Because the moment we hold our breath, we're literally preventing from oxygen reaching into our body, right? So preventing from oxygen to go into our bloodstream and all of that. So keep breathing as deeply as you can, in and out, right? And a little pause of holding the breath between the inhale and exhale is actually good. It replenishes oxygen in the tissues and our organs. Okay, now let's come all the way off the wrists, off the palms, but all 4 fingers on either hand are pushing down. Your thumbs are reaching out from your palm. Take a breath. Hug your belly in as you exhale and peel all the way off. Sit on your curled toes, shake out your hands. If this is too much, always just stand up, listen to your body, okay? Take another breath. Release your hands, good, and then walk your hands forward. Keep your toes curled here. If you want, give the tops of the feet a little tap, and then we'll curl them again. Fingers nice and wide, start to lift your knees 1 inch above the floor. Hold it here and breathe. 5 breaths. Engaging your core with your exhale. Right? Don't overthink it here, you've got it. Right? Positive thoughts, supportive, encouraging thoughts in your mind. Right? Maybe find your intention. You're stronger than you think you are. 1 more breath. Hug that belly in and then start to push into your hands. So you're pushing your chest towards your thighs and then lift your hips up, keeping a little bend in your knees. Drop your head heavy, look at your knees or your upper thighs, and then start to reach your heels towards the floor. Good. Now move a little body weight, left to right, left to right. Deep rounds of breath. Sighing it out as you exhale. Maybe separate your feet hip distance or even a little wider. Observe how that feels in your body, right? Maybe a deeper bend into your knees, so you're really focusing on elongating your spine. Down dog is all about spinal extension here. Tailbone is reaching high up to the back corner of the room. Head is dropping heavier. Take another breath. Open mouth, exhale, make some noise. No one can hear you. Good. Now look at your hands. Bring your body weight forward. Start to walk forward. Just take your time. Stepping your feet to your hands. Once you're there, inhale, lift halfway up, bringing your hands on your shins. And then exhale, fold forward. Hang out here. You can open up your feet wider than your hips and grab your opposite elbows and sway side to side, left to right. Deeper breaths. Squeeze your belly in as you exhale, right? So you're getting the belly out of the way. Moving your hips left to right. Swaying your torso towards your shins and away from your shins. Now drop your arms really heavy. Bend your knees a little bit. Tighten your tummy as much as you can and push away from the floor to feel your body round and stand all the way up. Roll the shoulders once your head is lifting. And then inhale, both arms all the way up. Legs are strong. Muscles are active. Reach up, look up, palms meet, and then push your palms actively together as you bring them down to the center of your heart, your center of your chest. Take a deep breath. And then release your hands. Inhale, swoop them out and all the way up. Big circle with your arms. Now open your arms out to a T. Start to bend your knees, keeping your weight neutral between your heels and toes. Hips move back, heart drops forward, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold, hands on your shin, long spine. Exhale, plant your hands, let's step both legs back, find your plank pose. Now you can stay here, knees off the floor, or always choose to drop your knees. Keep breathing, 5 breaths. Taking it slow and steady here, building a lot of heat, working through resistance. That's where we build a lot of strength, is resistance. Literally just holding ourselves up here, resisting gravity and the gravitational desire for us to just drop to the earth. Take a couple more breaths. Squeeze into that belly as you exhale. Feel your heels push to the back of the mat and the crown of the head reaching forward. Take another breath. And now drop your knees or fold chaturanga. So you can choose to drop your knees first. Shift your torso weight forward. Squeeze those elbows into your ribs and lower to the belly. All the way down, forehead touches the floor. Untuck your toes, inhale easy or easy cobra. What is it? Baby cobra, there we go. Lift your hands. Exhale, lower. Keep your hands on the floor this time. Elbows squeeze in. Cobra pose. So we're gonna do 3 heart openers here. Exhale, lower back down. Now bring your hands forward in front of you. On the floor, seal pose. So your elbows are actually off the floor, so are your forearms. And then exhale, lower back down. Hands underneath your shoulders, curl your toes. Press back to your knees, hips back to your heels. Step your hands maybe a little closer and then lift your hips downward facing dog. Heels reaching towards the earth. Take 3 deep breaths. Another one. Good, and then from here, looking at your hands, start to step forward. Both feet, inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands. Now we're gonna step the left leg back, nice and far. Once it lands down, shimmy that foot back, drop your knees down or your left knee to the floor, and then inhale, rise the lunge. Okay, now arms are reaching up towards the sun here, the moon, or your arms can reach forward. So whatever feels best for you, your shoulders, palms can be facing up, your arms can reach high. Reaching high. Take another full breath. Sink your hips just a little forward here, bending deeper into that right knee. Good. Take another deep breath. Reach higher, maybe looking up. And then exhale, fold forward. Now plant your hands, move your hips back. This is where the Kansas Super blocks come in handy. Move those hips back to straighten your right leg. Take a nice deep breath. Pull your heart forward and then exhale, let your heart drop over this leg. Take 2 more breaths. One more, remember heart to the horizon to flatten the upper back. Exhale, lowering. Inhale, come back up, pause here. Slowly start to reach your right arm up towards the sun. Good. Take another deep breath, start to feel your right hip move back. And then exhale, release the right hand down. Left arm reaches up towards the sun. Good, take another full breath. Hold it here as you exhale. Flare your right toes up towards the sun again. And then exhale, release the left hand down. Walk this right foot back to the floor, bending the knee, and then maybe ditch the blocks or keep them there. Left hand on the floor, right arm up to the sun. So now we're in a low lunge twist. Take another breath. Right hand comes down on the outer edge of your right foot. Inhale, left arm comes all the way up. Take another breath, reach higher. And then exhale, left hand comes down. Curl your left toes and lift the knee. Now you're gonna swivel your left heel to the floor. Walk both of your hands on the inside of your right foot, and then start walking your hands over towards your left foot. Your right leg is going straight, and your toes are lifting. So now you're in a deep bend on your left knee, and your right toes are lifted. So your body weight is over to the back of the mat. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, start to let your torso drop towards the floor. So you're almost kind of folding towards the middle of your mat here. And I'm gonna come parallel. Right, and so your heart is melting. Your right leg is really, really active. You're in a side lunge here, very deep side lunge. Take a breath. And then walk your hands back. Push into your hands. Rotate on your right heel so your toes point now towards the middle of the mat. Take a deep breath in, lifting in a half forward fold, and then exhale, start to fold all the way down. Deep breath here. Take another one. Heavy your head as you exhale, and then slowly bring your hands up. Walk over to your right foot now, cruising back over there. Rotate on that left toe mound, and now you're gonna step your right leg back. Beautiful. So we got one side down. You're in your plank pose now. Take a full breath, hold it here as you exhale. Now I'm gonna walk you through a full chaturanga, but choose to drop your knees down first, then shift forward and lower. From your full plank pose though, full chaturanga, our body weight goes forward, inner elbows rotate to the front of the room, so then we bend them and they catch us. And you can come right into your upward facing dog, tops of your feet on the floor, lifting your heart forward. Exhale, lifting up through the hips and your core, downward facing dog. Deep runner breaths here, let's do 3. Fingers are nice and wide. Pressing through your upper fingers and the upper knuckles of your hands to take the weight off of your wrists. They will fatigue. Heavy your head. Good. All right, my friends, let's bring our big toes together. You're gonna lift the left leg up, just enough to keep the hips parallel to the floor, rather than really opening and stacking that hip up. Your right or your left toes are pointing towards the floor. Now start to push your right heel towards the floor. Trying to get that right heel down and then keep reaching out through that left heel. Good, 3-legged dog. Take another breath. And then slowly bend the left knee, bring it forward towards your chest. Bring your chest forward too. And then drop the foot between your hands. Now you can always use your left hand to get that foot forward. Drop your right knee down to the floor, untuck your toes. Inhale, low lunge. Maybe pressing away from the left leg and then sinking lower. Take another full breath, reaching up higher. Relax your shoulders, hug that front ribs, those front ribs in, that front rib, right? Take another breath. And then slowly fold forward. Now plant your hands, move your hips back. Straightening into the left leg, nice and long. Take a breath, lift your heart. Exhale, fold. Couple more breaths here. Think about moving the left hip back. The outer hip pulls in towards the midline of your body. One more long spine, long inhale. Exhale, squeeze your navel into the low back. And then just press up, right? So you're not quite in that fold. Stay here, inhale, lift your left arm all the way up. Full breath, reach high and feel your left hip move back. Take another breath. Left hand comes down. Inhale, right arm all the way up. Reaching high, another full breath. And then right hand comes down. Now we'll rebend into the left knee. You can walk your blocks forward with you, your hands. Inhale, left arm up. So now you're twisting. Take another breath. Left hand comes down on the outer edge of the foot. Inhale, right arm comes up. Reaching higher, stretching that whole right side. Exhale, lower it down. Curl the right toes, lift the knee. Now here we go. We're gonna swivel that right heel down. Walk your hands on the inside of the left foot, and then keep walking your hands all the way to the right foot. Along the way, you're keeping your left leg straight and strong. So engage it. Your left toes are lifting to the ceiling. Take a deep breath. Try to lengthen your upper back out of the hips. Excuse me. And then slowly fold forward. Letting your head be really heavy. And elongate the breath. Remember, you do not have to go all the way down. You can pretty much be up here in your low lunge, your side lunge. Good. And then slowly you're gonna walk your hands back up towards your body. Push out of your hands, push out of that right knee, walk your hands back to this left foot. Rotate on that right foot so the heel's now lifted, and then the left leg steps back. Finding your plank pose, let's choose to flow. Take a breath in, exhale, lower how you want to. Inhale, cobra, easy cobra. Take your time, you can choose to be pretty gentle here, right? Listen, take a breath, sigh it out. 2 more, make some noise. Maybe a lion's breath, stick your tongue out, get some hot air out of the body. 1 more. And then bending your knees, look at your hands, take maybe 1 big step forward. Inhale there, lift halfway. Your tailbone's reaching back, the crown of the head's reaching forward. Exhale, fold forward all the way down. Slowly come to standing, engaging your core, pushing away from your feet, roll the shoulders, lift the arms. Hands to your heart as you exhale. Take a full breath in and release your hands. Okay, let's bring our hands onto our hips. Now we're gonna step the left leg back, about 3 feet, 3.5 feet. Both legs are gonna stay straight here, okay? Now, before we go anywhere, let's make sure that we have a track, like a balance beam between your legs, and your right foot is on the right side of that balance beam, and your left foot is on the left side. So your feet are hip distance, right? Rather than absolutely in one line where we're on a balance beam and we can really not balance very well, have your feet about hip distance. And then have like a little push of your right shin forward here, just a slight bit, so you can have a little bend in the knee and engage the muscles around the knee, the upper leg, the lower leg. And the same thing goes for that back leg too. Push the shin forward a little bit, you'll feel a little bend, engage those legs, and then start to feel the front of your hips face parallel to the front of your mat, and then lift up through this whole front body. Start to engage into this left glute, and you'll feel that tailbone lengthen as this lower belly is pulling up to the chest. Good. So now we're in pyramid stance here with your legs. Now with the arms, keep that engagement through those legs and the energy pulling up, right, helping you lengthen the spine. Now our hands can come to hold onto the forearms behind us. Your hands can come into a reverse prayer position, and then bring your fingers to point towards you into like a reverse namaste. The big one on the shoulders. The other one, you can just interlace your hands here, keeping your hands on the low back, or just simply hold your hips, elbows reaching back. I'm gonna hold my forearms, okay? Now notice, I'm very easily going to a back bend here, and my belly is sticking out in front of me. So hug that belly in, squeeze those front ribs in towards each other, flatten and engage this whole front body to stabilize your spine. Activate those legs, take a breath, lift your heart, and then slowly start to fold forward here. You're taking your sweet time. It's not about where we're going. We're only gonna go halfway. Right hip is moving back. Remember to push those shins forward just slightly to keep a little bend in those knees to protect them from locking. Right? Really stay strong here in a half fold. Take one more breath. And you can reach your arms out to a cactus T here. Good. Take a breath here. As you exhale, bring your forearms to touch in front of you. Really strong in your legs. Take another breath. And you do not have to do any of this arm work, right? You can keep your hands on the floor on your cans, or just keep going with me for 3, for 2, for 1. Good, open up the arms, reach them to a T. Now everyone, bring your hands behind you. Let's hold on to the hips here, elbows are rolling back, and then slowly start to lift. Woo. Rebend that right knee, step forward and meet your right foot. Pause here in stillness for a moment, feeling the differences on the sides of your body, heat, energy, and then breathe into those locations. Relaxing in the facial muscles. One more breath. Good. All right, hands on our hips. Now we're gonna step the right leg back. So weird, when I was standing in that mountain pose, my right foot felt excessively bigger than my left foot. So just interesting the amount of blood flow that's created through even a static pose. Am I right? All right, so remember, check out that stance. You have a balance beam between your legs. So your left foot's on the left, right is on the right. Right? You're not proving anything to anybody by just being on that balance beam. It's just gonna make it that much harder and harder to stay for a long time. Now start to feel your shins push forward just slightly, little tiny micro bends in those knees. Squeezing around your knee joints. That's what we're trying to do, is protect. So engage with the lower leg, engage with those upper legs. Squeeze through this right glute. Feel your left hip moving back, and then slowly feel the front of these hip points pulling up towards your chest. Tailbone is lengthening simultaneously, right? So you feel this action. Long front body, strong in the core. Hands can go wherever. If you grabbed your forearms, try to grab the opposite ones. Take a deep breath in, elongating the heart and spine, and then exhale, start to fold. Now as you're folding, keep that little bend in the knees, your shins pushing. And your left hip is tracking back. Feel that left hip track back. It always will love to come forward. Right hip pulls forward, left hip pulls back. Now breathe, halfway there. Engaging your core. You can release your hands wherever and drop them to the floor. Now we'll release them. If you're with me, arms out to a cactus T. Take a breath. Exhale, forearms meet to touch, pushing together. Inhale, open wide. Exhale, cactus T. Good. For 3. For 2. Burning is good. Building heat. Mind over matter. You are more powerful than you think you are. Open wide. Slowly, hands to our hips, elbows behind you. Engage your core. Lift up. Woo! Bend this left knee, come to stand. Find stillness. I know you want to move. Find stillness. Let your body just rush through, prana through the veins, the little rivers of your body. Take a breath. Open mouth, exhale. That feels good. Relax your shoulders. Couple more. One more. Good. Oh, wobbly there. All right, let's flow. Inhale, reach your arms forward and up. Squeeze those glutes, push them forward and reach back. Back bend, and then slowly hinge forward. Bending a little bit in your knees, fold all the way down. Inhaling, lift halfway here. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step back. Find a plank pose, and then we'll flow. I'm gonna drop my knees this time. Half chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, elbows in, shoulders rolling back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep round of breath. Sigh it out with your exhale. Take another one. Another full breath. Excellent. And then shifting forward back to your plank pose, pausing here. Take a deep round of breath, and then we're going to side plank it. So option 1, drop your left knee down, scoop that foot off to the floor, Roll your right heel down to the floor and lift the right arm. So now you're in a supported side plank. If you want a little bit more, let's bring our right hand down to the floor. Find the outer left foot on the floor, your right foot right in front of those left toes, and then inhale the right arm up. Another option, stack that right foot on top of your left. Keep lifting your hips wherever you are. Take 3 more breaths. Good, 2 more. 1 more. And then find your plank pose. Right hand comes down. If you drop that left knee, lift it. Take a breath here. And then drop either your right knee down or roll to the outer right foot. You drop that right knee down, the foot comes off your mat, left heel down, left arm up. Okay, if you come onto the outer right foot, go for it. Maybe the left foot's in front of those right toes. Maybe the left foot's stacking. Take another breath. And then left hand comes back down. Find your plank, choose to flow here, and we'll meet in our downward facing dog. Good job, guys. Exhaling, find your down dog, take a breath. Sigh it out. Take another one. Open mouth, exhale. Bend your knees, gaze at your hands, step forward. Inhale there, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold. Bending your knees. We're gonna step the right leg far back. Swivel that right foot down to the floor. And then bend deep into your left knee. Start to feel your outer left hip pull into the midline here of your body, of your mat. You can grab through your blocks here. The whole outer right foot's on the floor. Now slowly reach your right arm forward and up. Lifting you up, warrior 2. Beautiful. Left toes are pointing to the front of the mat. Your gaze can go in that direction too. Arms are nice and out to a T. Right leg is super strong. The outer heel is pressing down. Good. Awesome, guys. Now, flip your right palm behind you. Bring that hand to your lower back. Flip your left palm up, reach forward. Keep your legs right where they are. And slowly lift the left arm up and back. Deep round of breath. Keep bending into the left knee. Good, another full breath. And then slowly lift the left arm up, stay here, reach your right arm back out to a T. Now, flip your left palm up, bring it right underneath your belly. Flip your right palm all the way up and forward, and let this left elbow land on your thigh as you start to reach your right arm forward. Deep round of breath. 1 more. Beautiful. Keep your core tight, lift the right arm up, come back to your warrior 2. Now we're gonna flow. Left hand goes behind the back and we reach the left arm back. Come back to a T. Left arm comes in front of the body, maybe hovering the elbow, bring it to the inner thigh, right arm reaches. Inhale up, exhale, reverse. Inhale, exhale. Good, just 1 more time. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, reach. Find your warrior 2, take 1 more breath. And then straighten this left leg. Beautiful. Point your left toes to this long edge of your mat, so rotate on that left heel. Now we're gonna rotate on your right heel, pointing into the back of the room. If you wanna change rotations, so you're facing me again, go for it. Warrior 2 here, gazing forward over your right fingers, active through this left thigh, and again, push this left shin forward a little bit. Left palm faces behind you, back of your hand to the lower spine. Right arm reaches or faces up, we reach forward. Keep your right knee bent and slowly reach back. Take another breath. Good, you're in reverse warrior. Slowly come up. Now your right palm kind of reaches under the belly, elbow to the thigh. Left arm is reaching up, palm facing the short edge of your mat, and you're reaching. Take another breath. Good, and then inhale, come up. Reverse your warrior, back of your left hand to the low back. Slowly come forward, left or right arm under the belly, left arm reaching. Inhale up and exhale back. Inhale up, exhale forward. You've got it, 1 more. Beautiful, guys. Woo! Inhale, come up, pause here, 1 final breath. Sink into that right knee and then straighten it. Push out of that right heel, rotate on that heel, point your toes to this long edge of the mat. Hands to our hips, elbows reaching behind you. Take a breath in. Slowly push your hips back, hinge forward. Hold your heart all the way down. Let your hands come down to the floor whenever. They can reach forward, they can hang out under your face. Take 2 more breaths. 1 more. And then slowly lift up. Hands under your face. Walk back to your left foot. Rotate on that heel. Then the left knee. Hit your blocks. Left foot goes back. Take a full breath. Exhale, choose to flow or skip it. Go right into your downward facing dog. If you're flowing, you go down to the belly. Inhale, cobra or your up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take a full breath. Another one. Sigh it out. Woo! Good. And then bend your knees, gaze at your hand. Maybe hop forward or step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Slowly come to standing all the way. Roll the shoulders. Keep your arms all the way up. Hands to your heart with your exhale. Intention in your mind. Full breath there, my friends. And then release your hands. Good. All right. We're going to bring our blocks down into the party here. And you can bring your Kansas soup, whatever you have, right? Just have them there handy towards the mat here, or in front of your toes. Hands to our hips. Let's step the left leg back. Finding again your pyramid pose stance, right? Notice how I just go into this back bend, right? So feel your tailbone lengthen down, that lower belly lift, hug that front core in, little bend in your knees. Take a breath in. As you exhale, keep your hands on your hips and start to hinge forward. Good, beautiful. Now we're gonna bend into your right knee. Lift onto this left heel. Lift your left heel, come onto your toes. Your hands can find your cans or your blocks whenever you want. You can walk them forward to keep your hands right under your shoulders, or your hands can stay on your hips. Push out of your standing leg, and you're in your warrior 3, even if your left foot comes 1 inch off the floor. What we're trying to work on is lifting this whole left leg, pressing away from that right standing leg, and our hands can come out by our side. Your hands can find the blocks whenever, and you can work on just lifting that lifted leg. Keep your front core really engaged here, pushing against the low back, so you're almost trying to flatten any kind of curve. Let's take 3 more breaths wherever you're at. Good, another one. Last one. With your exhale, left hand drops down to the floor, right hand on your hip. Now push out of this right leg. Feel your right hip move back, and now we're rotating your heart to the right side of the room. Twisting, right shoulder up. When you're ready, right arm comes up. Remember, your left foot can even be on the floor here. Listen to your body. Maybe lift it an inch. Maybe keep lifting so you use your mind's eye to tell that that heel is in line with your hip. Take another couple breaths. Hugging that left rib cage under you. Feel the right hip move back. 1 more. Beautiful, guys. Right hand comes down. We're going to bend this right knee, stepping that left foot back. Good. Hands can come find the mat. We move the left foot further back. Right leg goes back. Find your plank. Take a breath. Exhale, flow. Inhale, lift your heart up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Deep round of breath. Sigh it out. Shake your head out. Another couple of breaths. You can always find your child's pose. Beautiful, guys. All right, let's bend our knees. Look at your hands. Take a big step. Full breath, lifting halfway, lifting and lengthening. Exhale and fold. Slowly come to standing. Take your time. Roll the shoulders up and back. Scoop your arms up. Hands to your heart as you exhale. Right away, think of that intention. And release your hands. Bring your hands to your hips. Bend into that left knee. Body weight goes there. Right foot steps back. Find your pyramid. Good. And then again, check out what's happening with the core. Lengthen that tailbone. Lower belly lifting. Engage that glute. Tight legs. Elbows pointing back. Take a breath. Exhale, hinge at your hips, hinging forward. Left hip's tracking back. Right hip is tracking forward. Take another breath. Now we can slowly bend into this left knee. Swoop up, lift that right heel, come onto the tippy toes, and you can stay here. Your hands can go by your hips right away. And then you can slowly bring more body weight forward, keeping this left leg super strong, slowly lifting that right heel, feeling like it's in line with the hip, toes pointing to the floor, crown of the head reaching further forward, front ribs hugging in. Remember, you can always drop your hands to the blocked lever. 3 more breaths. Steady breath, steady body. We're all at different locations, different places in this pose. So just know you are exactly where you're meant to be. Beautiful, guys. And then slowly left knee bends, right foot drops back. Woohoo! Arms reach all the way up. Straighten this left leg. And then exhale, bend that left knee, fold forward. Plant your hands, right leg steps back, left leg steps back. Last flow, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling, downward facing dog. 3 full breaths. Last breaths in your last downward facing dog. Try to lift that tailbone up higher. Feel your shoulders drop to the outer edges of your mat. Hands are kind of tracking towards your feet. Feeling your upper back opening. Take another full breath. Sigh it out. Let's do a lion's breath. It's my favorite, and I'm gonna roar, and I can't hear you roar, so laugh at me. Take a deep breath in. Stick your tongue out, make some noise like a lion. Good, and then slowly come forward, find your plank. Take a breath. Slowest lower to your belly. I'm telling you, resist the temptation to drop. You can always drop your knees first. Pause, lift a little, woo. Lower, you got it. You can always keep those knees down, push up a little. And all the way down, pause, take a breath. And to the belly, woo. Awesome. Bring your right arm out. Hand is in a cactus T. Your arm is in a cactus T. Elbows in line with your shoulder. Left hand is underneath your shoulder. Roll onto your right hip. Relax your head. And your left knee can bend here. You're going to feel a stretch right on the front of your chest. Take one more breath. And then slowly come onto your stomach and let's switch hands. Left elbow is bent at a cactus T. Right hand is under your shoulder. Rotating just enough to feel that stretch in the front pec. Pectoralis. One more. And then come back onto your stomach. Hands under your shoulders. Push back, hips to your heels. Child's pose, take a breath. Relax your head heavier. Engage your belly, roll all the way up. Rolling your shoulders up. Beautiful. Let's scoot our legs out in front of us. Have a seat in the middle of your mat. Legs are going long out in front of you. And then remove the bits up from under you. Hands next to your sides. Toes are lifted, heart is shining, shoulders are back, and you can feel the back of your neck get really long here. Take a nice deep breath in. Engage your core here as you exhale. And then inhale your arms up. As you exhale, fold forward, all the way over your legs. Now, this is where a strap comes in handy. You can loop the bottoms of your feet. And then you can hold on to that strap. You can move above your arch, below your toes. So the biggest surface area of your feet. Lengthening your spine with a breath in. Exhale and pulling yourself down. You can choose to just drop your hands on the outer edges of your legs, relaxing your head heavier. Start to squeeze that belly in, getting it out of the way. Last deep breath into your back. And then slowly engage your belly. Start to stack your spine behind you, right all the way up. Roll the shoulders up and back. Okay. Now bend your knees, scoot center so you have enough room to lay down behind you. Hands can come behind you, lean into it, and then lift your calves. Now you can stay here in a little bit supportive boat pose. You can bring your hands behind your thighs. Nice long back behind you, feeling the energy pull out through the crown of your head. Arms can also come forward here. Take 5 full breaths. Engaging your core as you exhale. Remember, your hands can always come back here to catch you. Good for 3. Try to get a longer spine every inhale. 1 more, elongate the breath. You've got it. Now lean back, straighten those legs. Inhale. Exhale, pull it in, knees to chest. Inhale, lean back, reach legs forward. Exhale. Inhale. Faster. For 5. For 4. Your hands can always be behind you. 2. 1. And slowly lean back to your kids. And drop it. Take a full breath in and out. Good, and then bring your knees into your chest just for a moment. Rock side to side, left to right. Good. Now keep a hold of your right leg. Let your left leg go long and drop it onto the floor. Tuck your shoulders underneath you and then start to squeeze your right knee into your chest and a little bit out to your right shoulder. And then move your leg in and out, in and out. Find your breath. And if you find a spot where it really feels good to keep your hold, then stay there. Try to lengthen the back of your neck and reach your energy out through the bottom of your left heel. So that left leg is really strong and active, pushing forward to the bottom of your foot. So it's like you're stepping on the wall out in front of you. Both shoulders are pulling towards the floor under you. Take another breath. Good. And then slowly soften that grip. Let your left hand take your bent right knee. Roll all the way onto your left hip. And then open your right arm out to a T. Now your right arm can be long or it can be in a cactus T again. Let your left hand hold on to the outer right thigh, pulling that leg down towards the earth, just gently. You should start to feel this in your lower back. Nice lumbar back stretch. And now we find ourselves in a twist again. So try to elongate your inhale. Stretch all of your breathing muscles, really good for your respiratory health here. Right, breathe deeper. Longer inhales and exhales. Squeezing that navel in, the right shoulder blade rooting to the floor. Couple more breaths. 1 more. Good, and then let's switch. Roll on your back, let that right leg go long. Take your sweet time, no rush. And then when you're ready, left knee comes in. Pull onto it with your hands, interlace. Tuck your shoulders underneath you so you really feel your biceps and triceps working here. So pull this left knee in, a little bit out towards your shoulder. You can rock it in and out. Find deeper breaths, just settling the body down. Find that sweet spot to hold your grip. Tuck again, shoulders underneath you, pressing those shoulder blades to the floor. Feeling that right bottom foot pushing forward, elongating that leg nice and strong. Deep breath. Squeezing this left knee in a little bit. So this is your posture, Danita, to aid in digestion. Do this pose in the morning, the middle, and the evening. Morning, in the middle of the day, and the evening. Right? We always start with the right side because our intestines move in a clockwise motion. So we squeeze the knee into our chest to compress our organs, to compress our intestines, to push things through. And then we move over to the left to continue the movement. So we move things through the little tube in our body. And then soften your grip there. Hold on to the left knee with your right hand. Roll onto that right hip as far as feels comfortable. And then lift that left arm, open it out. Bend the elbow if you need to, right? And that will help you release the stretch out of the bicep a little bit, bring it more into your chest. Deep rounds of breath into that left rib cage. Fuller, deeper. Beautiful. Gaze over in that direction if it feels good for your neck. So you're completing the twist in your spine all the way to your cervical spine, your neck. 2 more breaths. Okay, and then slowly we'll roll back. So deep twisting like that is not only a great stretch for your lower back, but it's so good, internal massage for all your organs as well, right? Your organs can be manipulated, it can move and going. So now you're just holding on to my inner knees, rocking a little side to side, right? A little half straddle. You can do a full straddle, straightening your legs out, reaching through your heels, pushing your inner thighs outwardly, right? Feeling that nice stretch. Deep round breath. Good, and then release the grip. Let your legs go straight up to the ceiling, hands by your side, and then move those ankles around some circles. Flare your toes. Let's actually reach our arms up too and do the wrists. Why not? Good. Nice big wrist circles. Big ankle circles. We're reversing blood flow through our legs here. Really, really nice. If you want to keep that going, I suggest you bringing your legs up a wall or up your couch and let your couch rest on the seat of your couch. So you're still bringing your ankles and your legs above your heart. Point your toes. Stretch your fingers really wide. Flex your toes towards your face, make tight fists. And then spread your fingers, point your toes, make some fists, point your toes to your face. One more time. Good, and then bend the knees. Woo. Nice release, rock side to side. Now it's time for our Shavasana. So if there's any additional poses that feel good for your body, invite them in. And I'll show you legs up the wall because I'm gonna highly suggest this right now. Legs up the wall or the couch, right? Up a chair, whatever. If you're going to a wall, you're gonna sit one hip next to the wall. You're gonna lean back, probably the same thing with the couch. Use your forearms to catch you and then swoop those legs up and then let your spine come out in a straight line from the couch or the wall. Legs are nice and long, and then relax the legs. So if they want to bend, let them bend, and maybe the bottoms of your feet come together and your hands can push your knees apart a little bit. That might feel nice, right? Or if they want to stay long and that feels good, let them stay long. If you want to just lay down on your mat, with your back on your mat, just do that. There's no wrong answer. It's just whatever is feeling good for your body. So take your time, get a blanket, lay it over your belly. Make your way. And then once you're finding that spot that you can start to settle into, let your eyes close. Do any last licking of the lips, swallowing, all that good stuff. And then we're gonna breathe together one last time, or second to last, before our end of the class. So wherever you are in your breath cycle, exhale everything out of your body. Get as empty as you can. Seal your lips and take the deepest breath in. Filling every little crevice of your lungs, your belly, your ribs, your chest. Hold the breath, sip it up there. Hold it. Breath retention at your capacity, replenishing oxygen in your tissues and organs. Hold it. Open mouth, exhale, and deflate your body. Let breath be natural now. Let yourself just be effortless. Not an ounce of effort whatsoever. Let your jaw relax. Sink your eyes deeper in the sockets. Relax the little fibers around your eyes, into your temples and your eyebrows. Just feel the natural rise and fall of your breath. And for a moment here, just ride the wave of your breath. Inhaling and exhaling, effortless. Slowly and very, very gently begin to invite movement back inside of your body. Invite doing back inside of your body. Doing your breath, breathing intentionally, wriggling your fingers, moving your toes, rocking your head side to side, licking your lips, swallowing. And then when we're waking up, we'll do a full body stretch. Reach your arms above your head. Your legs are up the wall. Bend your knees, roll over to your side, or just reach those toes straight up. Otherwise, let your legs go long and reach and stretch and flex. And then relax. Bend your knees, if you're not already, and roll over to your side, whichever side feels good. And just take a moment here to nestle into self, in this place of comfort, this first ever yoga pose, your fetal position. Take a moment to remind yourself of your intention and let this guide you. Whenever you notice that the mind is drifting to negative tendencies or negative thought patterns, all you have to do is notice. That's the practice, awareness. And then without any judgment, you just let that go and you move on, maybe to your intention. And then use your sense of touch. Let your eyes stay closed here, just a couple more moments. Use your hands and your sense of touch to push yourself up to a comfortable seat. Just feeling your way there. No right or wrong way. Roll the shoulders up and back. Feel your spine grow tall. Any tingling sensations beneath the layer of your skin. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Fill all the way up. An open mouth, exhale it out. Let the corners of your mouth lift up towards your ears and give yourself the biggest smile that you have gotten today on this Sunday. So big. Just feel that sense of gratitude and pride and accomplishment, right? Feeling just happy that you took this time for you because you deserve this time for you. You're the only one that can gift you this time. Bring your palms in front of your heart and rub your palms to generate heat and energy. Go faster and faster. Once you feel warmth and energy, start to bring your palms to cup over your closed eyes, barely draping on your face. And then take a nice deep breath, absorbing that all inside. And then release your hands gently over your face, letting your palms re-meet in front of your heart. Believe in yourself and do what you are supposed to. Appreciate yourself, enjoy yourself, love yourself. From my heart to yours, my friends, namaste.